Chapter 7. After these teachings, Yeshua was moving about from place to place in the Galilee, for he was unwilling to travel in Yehuda because some of the people of Yehuda were wanting to do away with him. Now the feast of Sukkot of the Jewish people was near. Because of this, some of his brothers told him, "Leave here and travel into Yehuda in order that your disciples will see your miraculous works which you are doing. After all, no one does anything in secret when he himself wants to become well known publicly. Since you do these miracles, you must show yourself to the world." Up till then, not even his brothers were believing in him. So Yeshua explained to them, "My time is not yet here, but your time is always here. The world cannot hate you, even though it hates me, because I give witness against it, that its works are evil. You yourself must go up to the feast. I am not going up to this feast because my time has not yet fully come." After explaining this to them, he stayed in the Galilee. After his brothers had gone up to the feast, he himself also went up, not publicly but rather privately. The people of Yehuda were looking for him during the feast and were asking, "Where is he?" There were many whispers about him among the crowds. Some were saying, "He is a good man," while others were claiming, "Not at all, he is leading the people astray." No one, however, was speaking openly about him for fear of the people of Yehuda. When it was about the middle of the festival week, Yeshua went up into the temple and started to teach. The people of Yehuda then were astonished, saying, "How has this man become so well educated, having never become our disciple?" So Yeshua answered them and said, "My teaching is not my own making, but is his who sent me. When an individual is willing to do his will, he will recognize the teaching if it comes from God, or if I speak on my own. The one who speaks from personal understanding wants to attain individual glory, but he who is seeking the glory of the one who sent him, this one is true, and there is no unrighteousness in him. Did not Moshe give you the Torah, but none of you really practices the Torah as you should? So why do you seek to do away with me?" Some in the crowd answered, "You have a demon. Who wants to do away with you?" Yeshua answered them, "I worked one miracle, and you are all astonished. Because of this, Moshe has given you circumcision, although it is not from Moshe, but from the patriarchs. As a result, on the day of Shabbat, you circumcise a man. But if a man receives circumcision on the day of Shabbat in order that the Torah of Moshe will not be broken, why then are you angry with me because I made a man completely well on the day of Shabbat? Do not judge according to outward appearance, but decide with right judgment." So some of the people of Jerusalem were saying, "Is this not the man whom some are wanting to do away with? Look, here he is teaching publicly, but they are saying nothing to stop him. Have the authorities actually come to know that this is the Anointed One? We do know, however, where this man comes from, but as for the Mashiach, when he comes, no one is to know where he comes from." At that, while teaching in the temple, Yeshua called out, saying, "You may know me and know where I come from, but I have not come on my own initiative. The one who sent me is true, and the one you do not know. But I know him, because I am from him, and that is the one who sent me." So some of them were wanting to arrest him, but no one dared to lay a hand on him because his time had not yet arrived. Even so, a great many people from the crowd believed in him. They were all saying, "Could any Messiah come who would work more miraculous signs than this one already has done?" The spiritual leaders heard the crowd whispering these beliefs about him, so some of the chief priests and the spiritual leaders sent officers to arrest him. Yeshua then said, "I will be with you for a little while longer, but then I make my way back to the one who sent me. Although you will look for me, you will not find me, because where I am, you yourself cannot come." With that, the people of Yehuda said to one another, "How does this fellow intend to go away where we will not find him? Maybe he is intending to go out to the Jewish diaspora among the Greek people and teach Torah to the Greeks?" What does this statement mean when he said, "Although you will look for me, you will not find me, because where I am, you yourself cannot come"? Now, on the final day, that is the most important celebration of the festival, Yeshua stood up and shouted out, saying, "If anyone is thirsty, let that person come to me and drink. The one who believes in me, as the scripture taught, from this person's innermost being will flow rivers of living water." Now this he spoke concerning the Spirit, whom those who believe in him were destined to receive. For as yet the Spirit was not yet fully experienced, because Yeshua was not yet glorified. After listening to these teachings, people from the crowd were declaring, "With absolute certainty, this must be the prophet." Others were saying, "This man must be the Messiah." Still other people were asking, "Is the Messiah going to come out of the Galilee? Does not the scripture teach that the Messiah is a descendant of David and comes from Bethlehem, the village from where David came?" So a division occurred among the people of the crowd because of him. Some of them would like to arrest him, but no one would try to lay hands on him. Meanwhile, the officers went to the chief priests and the spiritual leaders. They asked them, "Why did you not bring him?" The officers answered, "No mere human being has spoken the way this man speaks." At that, the spiritual leaders answered them, "Have you yourself also been led astray? Has anyone from among the rulers or the spiritual leaders believed in him?" But the people of this crowd who do not understand the Torah are accursed. Nakdimon, the one who approached him earlier, who was also one of them, asked, "Does our Torah pass judgment against a person before it hears the case and knows what he is actually doing?" They answered him, "Are you also from the Galilee? Search, and you will see that no prophet arises out of the Galilee.